everybody? We've taken a week off, but we are back here continuing our series, and we're going to start here with our Las Vegas Athletics series. And in this week off that I took for a couple of different reasons, I realized something, that Madden 24 is not very far away here. It's just a few weeks, and I've got 3 series going on currently. Definitely want to do a series when Madden comes out, so I'm kind of motivated to get one of these series wrapped up. And of all the series that I think could be wrapped up by then, it's definitely this Athletics series. Here in year 4, we've become the best team in the league record-wise. Now we're ranked 2nd. We were ranked 4th before. We did jump up a little bit because I made a trade deadline acquisition. And we will be getting to that in just a second here. But I think, I'm highly motivated to try to win the World Series this year. And so, because that could give us, we win the World Series, we do a long-term sim, and we could be done with this before Madden 24 comes out. I think this team is certainly capable of it. But let's go ahead and take a look at that trade that I made. I recorded my live, commentary and just reasoning behind the trade when I made that last video. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut to now my thoughts during that trade. As we sit here today, the Athletics are 75-35. We're at the top of the American League West, and the Dodgers and the Rays are the only other teams in the entire league in 70 games. So we have a real shot at winning it all this year. And one thing that I think we could really use to put us over the top is maybe one more starter. Bushnell hasn't been terrible, but if you take a look at Waldichuk being in the 5th spot, and then we've got a really awesome core of 5 pitchers, I think you could see the path where we could be World Series champions. I also think maybe a reliever. I think it's time that we make a win now move here. Reliever, even though the ratings don't look good, though, all these guys are having good years. So I'm not quite sure if reliever will be something. If there's a really good one that we can get for something cheap, we might make the move. But let's go ahead and take a look at the trade block to see if there's anything that can help facilitate these moves. Here at the top of the trade market, we have 3 Cincinnati Reds. They've got some high-end pitchers, and they are looking to sell. Hunter Greene would be very, very interesting. Now, if you look at the state of our pitchers, Jack Flaherty is on a 1-year deal. Freddie Peralta is on a 1-year deal. And so, while we have a really good looking big 3 this year, next year it might not look nearly as good. So getting somebody like Hunter Greene, who yes, we'd have to pay, but maybe we could just stick him with 1 year of arbitration, which he has after this year. Same with Alexis Diaz. Oh boy, I think we might be able to make. We're gonna call up the Reds and see if we can't do something to push this team over the top with maybe these 2 players. Let's just see what they're asking for in terms of prospects. And I believe we have found the trade that works for us. We have to get rid of Santiago Rodriguez in this trade, but we just saw Merrill Mitchell perform, and I think he can kind of be that premier lefty prospect that we have. Yes, you need more than one, but Luis Rosado is also a lefty who I think can help us long term. We also have a couple of guys. Waldichuk's a lefty, he is here long term. Rogers is a lefty, he's here long term. So I don't think losing a lefty is the biggest deal for us. I tried to give them a little bit more of a more of like a B potential guy, but they just really like Jose Ortiz in this deal. So they're big fans of him, and he is very high C. I think he's like 79, so like the highest C you can get. terms of potential. But Santiago Rodriguez, somebody that we drafted a couple of seasons ago now, we drafted him like a 58. He's up to a 66 overall. Richard Cano, guy who has some injury concerns, but at the AAA level, he's been really good this year, hitting over 300. And then Jose Ortiz, who projects as more of a guy who could maybe help them in the short term. Never gonna be an ace, but 3 prospects for a win now player in Hunter Greene. He would throw the hardest of anybody on this team, and this is the kind of move that I think you have to make. Not necessarily have to. We have the best record in baseball, but this could put us to, oh yeah, this team's a really good regular season team, to yeah, this might be the best team in baseball that's going to come out and win the World Series. So this is the kind of win now move I think we can make. Let's go ahead and offer this trade to the Reds and add Hunter Greene to the team. Couldn't find a trade where we could get both Hunter Greene and Alexis Diaz, but I'm fine, like I said, with our bullpen. Ratings wise, they might concern you a little bit, but numbers wise, they've all been spectacular. So Hunter Greene, welcome to the Athletics. And now we have this 5-pitch lineup that I think is going to be very tough to beat. Waldichuk's whip is a little bit higher than these guys, but I mean, those are the numbers you're getting from your 5th pitcher. I'm taking it all day long. I think this move makes this team look incredible. Now here we are back. Yes, acquiring Hunter Greene, who is now tied. There's a 3-way tie for our best player on the roster. It really gives us a big 4 pitching wise, and they're all doing pretty well here. Nobody's like, you know, going out and getting the what's the award for best pitcher of the year? The Cy Young. I guess Trevor Rogers actually is in 3rd place just because of the sheer number of strikeouts he's had this year. But he has had a lot. He hasn't had as much as Hunter Greene, though. So I think this is really something that could put us over the top, because now we have 4 out of the 5 pitchers in our rotation are 89 overall plus. And I know 89 overall isn't everything in this game. It's probably less indicative of how good someone is in this game than it is in really any of the other major sports games. But I do think all these guys are good, right? They're really well-rounded players here. We have a couple of ratings in the 60s in terms of per nines, but nothing really low. We don't have a ton of like really high-end stuff either, but Hunter Greene with 88 strikeouts per 9, 82 hits per 9, 99 velocity, 88 break. I think he's going to be fun to pitch with. Yes, he only has a 3-pitch mix, but I think it's going to be a really exciting addition, as, like I said, I am very motivated to win this year. Hopefully kind of give this series a nice little wrap-up. Part of me wishes we could go a little bit longer so we could see the likes of Daryl Kohler. Maybe we just call him up at some point this year, especially with Marias on the injured list for 1 to 2 more months. You know what? Zach Goloff has been playing well, but just because he was one of the better draft picks in the series, kind of want to move Kohler up here. I want to see him play, and so we're going to do that here. Who we're going to send down is probably going to be... I only want to have 3 outfielders. I also want to call Silva up, though. He's on a hot streak. I want to get some of our players some playing time, because I really, truly believe this could be our last year. Not all these guys are going to start, but I do need to bring one of our MLB players down. Probably going to be Yermis Garcia. Let's see how many options left. He does not. roster moves here. The big trade now gonna give some of our prospects a chance here at the MLB level, and gonna do it with enough time that they could, if they impress here in the last 2 months of the season, even make our playoff roster, which we're definitely gonna be a playoff team here. And so lineups wise, that doesn't really change much, except I do want Daryl Kohler to start over Geloff here. And wow, this hitting lineup is actually nuts. We have such a good team here. Want Kohler to start against righties and lefties here. And with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at Hunter Greene's Las Vegas Athletics debut, which is coming up against the New York Yankees. First time we'll be facing them in this series. Yankees Stadium is where we'll be playing today's game. 75-38. We did just get swept 4-0 by the Blue Jays, though. We were 75-34 before that. So not exactly doing our best right now, but gonna see a couple of new faces today make their debuts. Daryl Kohler making his MLB debut. Not technically, I guess he made it last game, but then Hunter Greene making his Las Vegas Athletics debut. Let's get into it. A little bit rusty here. Way early there on that slider. Haven't played this game in over a week, and I'm gonna get struck out here on the first AB. Might take a couple innings for me to really start to get back in the groove. Swinging at number 1, but not swinging at number 2. My ability to play this game is not there, and we're gonna chop it to first. 1, 2, 3 inning. We go down very easily. So here's Hunter Greene, 11-9 so far this year, 3.39 ERA with a 1.16 WHIP, 153 strikeouts in 143 innings. He's been quite good. So hopefully he can show us some good stuff here today. Wow, first pitch, Oswaldo Peraza already going to get a piece of Hunter Greene. So it only took literally one pitch for the Yankees to have more offense in this game than we did. Nice. 2-2, slider is cut on and missed, so a strikeout here from Hunter Greene. Definitely, he's got some nasty stuff. We saw a pitch hit 101 on that at-bat, so that's more velocity than we've been getting at all through the franchise, the first 40-some-odd episodes. That one's out of the zone, but it will be hit by Aaron Judge. Trying to turn 2 here. Can't quite do it, but we will get Peraza out there. So 2 outs now here in the first. That one is going to be hit straight to Bobby Witt here. So line out to end the inning. Yankees get a hit on the first pitch, but can't do anything to build momentum off of it. Four-seamer is hit into the gap, and it's going to go off against the wall. But man, getting it up against the wall, and still just going to be held to a single on that one. But a much better at-bat to start the second here. Watched the first couple ones outside the zone, waited for the cookie, and it hit it once it came to me. That one is straight to the glove. Come on. Boyce McDermott goes right to Peraza, and he will be out. Slider is crushed by Gleyber Torres, but a couple of nice hit balls, both only going to lead to singles for us today. Still, we've got ourselves a man in scoring position and some wiggle room for some still talented hitters coming up here, starting with Tyler Soderstrom. Let's see if he can bring Reyes across. 1-2 pitch is right past Soderstrom. Both runners will advance. And it's going to even the count up at 2 apiece as well. So now the double play not going to be as easy an option for the Yankees here. And so we have a better shot at bringing Reyes across. And the circle change is going to fool us here. I recognized it after I already committed to the swing. Kind of knew we were going to get struck out before our swing really even ended. Count still 2-2. Angeles battling here. This circle change is hit to right field. Off the wall. Aaron Judge can't handle it. That's going to be a couple of runs scored for Vegas. Angeles picks up a 2-run double here, top of the second. Keeps us alive. And now it's up for Darryl Kohler, his first at-bat we're seeing here at the MLB level. Green lighting this one if it's close, and it's going to be to foul territory. Caught just at the edge of that foul territory, so it'll be just 2 runs for us, but still, you got to love what you're seeing there in the second inning, especially Alex Angeles continuing just a really, really good start to his hitting career. That one is going to be crushed up the middle by Brendan Rodgers. Gets it past the infield. Maybe crushed wasn't the right word. I might overuse that one a little bit. That was a solid hit, though, from Rodgers. He gets on base to lead off the bottom of the second. Getting ahead 0-2 here on Leody Taveras, and that circle change is beautiful by Hunter Greene. Clips the bottom outside edge. These guys are not seeing what they're liking here from Hunter Greene, and that's the second straight 3-pitch strikeouts. These guys are just watching all these pitches, and Hunter Greene is just pounding the zone. 2-2 pitch for Greene is chopped right up the first base line. The diving tag by our boy Vladimir Guerrero will end the inning for us, though. So allowing the leadoff hit both innings, but shutting them down after that. Bobby Witt is going to get this one to touchdown just past Brendan Rodgers at second base. So we get ourselves a leadoff single swinging at the first pitch there. Slider is going to be touching down in the outfield there. Bobby Witt trying to get to third. He will do so successfully. And so we'll have runners now on the corners. Any bit of solid contact that isn't a double play should bring home run number 3 for Vegas. Late on this fastball, I've not been able to catch up to it yet. There's other stuff I've started to hit pretty well, but the fastball, I'm just not hitting it. And we're up to a full count now. 3-2. Reyes already has himself a hit today, looking for another. He was the first one to get a hit today, and still a fastball. I just can't time it up. It's blowing by me pretty much every time he throws it. Boyce falling behind 0-2, trying not to strand Bobby Witt here, and the fastball will be popped up. Looks like we'll be doing just that here, so can't bring our runners across. Score will remain just the same, 2 runs on 5 hits. Like a little bit better conversion rate there. What I like about Hunter Greene is you could just basically attack the zone with him, because his fastball is good enough that even when you kind of miss over the middle a little bit, it's still very, very difficult to hit. Problem with pitchers like this, though, is when they do get the hits, they hit it a ton, just like Oswald Peraza does here. Got to be now 2 for 2. He's liking this matchup with Hunter Greene today. This time going for a double. That one, not exactly where I wanted it, but we're not going to have to pay. Aaron Judge is going to fly out to Franmil Reyes. So we've allowed a hit every inning. But no walks and no runs through 3. 0-2 circle change. Chopped over to short. Volpe has it, and he gets the outs. Nice play by the first baseman. Hold on to that one through the splits. Angeles hitting 326 so far this year still. So not quite the 400 he was hitting. But we're going to get the 3rd straight ground now. Just not being able to get very good contact on these balls, even though I think the swing timing... I know it was good for the first 2 guys, but I don't think it was too bad for Angeles there either. Nice swing there by Taveras. Sounded good off the bat, but it went straight to Guerrero on the ground out. 1-2-3 inning from Hunter Greene. Good stuff there. The first inning, he did not allow a hit in this game. Kohler swinging on the slider. First pitch, but it's going literally straight to Taveras out there at center. I don't think he had to move at all. Starting to get a little bit less patient, but we're swinging on good pitches, getting decent. That one was just late timing. Just not working for us here through the start of these middle innings. That one probably shouldn't have swung on, though, if we're being honest. Bobby Witt could have been a little bit more patient there, so that's going to be my goal here with Ian Happ up to the plate. Let's be a little patient, though he does have that quirk where hitting the first pitch he has more success on, so if it's a good first pitch, I'm definitely swinging. And I bring the count now full. We've got Guerrero on deck. I would like to see him get an AB here, so if we can get a walk or a hit here from Happ. Oh boy, why can't I time up his fastball? Haven't been able to do it all night. Another 3-2 pitch coming up. This time we're swinging through the circle change. And that's the end of the inning. See if we can't get him with this high fastball strikeout here. And we'll do just that. 101 fastball just above the zone. That is some beautiful pitching from Hunter Greene. He has impressed me, man. 3-pitch mix or no, he is really good with those 3 pitches. 1, Carson Kelly. That's a nice piece of that fastball. Maybe going to knock the confidence down a little bit. He was full, so he's still going to have plenty of confidence. But 2-out single there. 2-2 slider. He went around. And so Peraza going to get himself K'd out to end the inning. Yankees have just 1 less hit from us. But we do have still that 2-run lead that we've had for a few innings now. That's the first 2 pitches we've seen at this at bat, and we're down 0-2 because I wasn't swinging at either of them. This time, luckily, it does go just outside the zone. Don't complain, Sevy. That's outside. Now we got a 1-2. Severino up over 70 pitches today. And that one is crushed by Guerrero. Please stay in. It will stay fair. Guerrero with the solo shot to lead off the 6th. Just gets that one to keep from going foul. Home run number 24 for Vladdy here. We've absolutely gotten what we've paid for and more from Guerrero here in season 1 with the Athletics. And if we end up winning the World Series, it's definitely going to be because of additions like him. Just fair there. And that will spell the end of the day for Severino, as I thought it might. Honestly, I think Severino was pretty good. Couldn't get his fastball timed up tonight really at all. These balls feel like they're crawling to the plate right now. It gives me a lot more time to diagnose what I feel like is happening with this off-speed stuff. And I still am late on the fastball, though. And it's going to be caught over in foul territory. Dang it, I thought I was going to be out of his reach. At least hoping it was going to be. I need to stop going for these power swings with Glaber. And just too badly do I want this home run against his former team. Curveball left right over the middle. It's going to be hit well to center, and it is gone. We end up getting the home run I wanted all along. Just over the glove there at center field. Home run number 14 for Torres. Nice to see him come back to the place he once played and get that one to go yard, our second here of the inning. Now extends our lead further still. 4-0 the score now in favor of our Athletics. 417 feet here. Needed to go 408, so just enough to get over the wall. Count is now full for Tyler Soderstrom here. What will we see? We're going to see a high cutter that we're going to swing on. Could have drawn a walk there, but hey, 2 hits, 2 home runs in the 6th. Would like to do a better job of stringing some hits together, but hey, I'll take the 2 runs scored. However way we can get it, I'm going to take it. Like, no confidence in the circle change. Maybe we can change that if we can strike out with it here. And that's going to be exactly what we do. Going with a pitch you have no confidence in against Aaron Judge is risky, but it's kind of night we're having here with Hunter Greene. Giancarlo Stanton hits this one a ton. Oh, just go foul, though. We got lucky there. 1-2 for Stanton is a slider that he will not be able to draw contact on. So another strikeout here for Hunter Greene. Now getting through 6 innings pretty seamlessly. The shutout is still in play. Circle change, left high. That gets through the glove of Anthony Volpe. So Darryl Kohler here gets on base, top of the 7th. That's a fastball left over the middle. Ian Happ will fly it out to center, though. So a quiet 7th for our Athletics. I mean, Hunter Greene's not going to last very much longer energy-wise, but if he's pitching like this, good night. You keep him in until that energy's gone. And the fastball high will get Rogers out. Strikeout to start the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, that's 4-pitch strikeout to start the inning. I'll take that all day. Chopper to Glaber here from Taveras. Retires him. That one is going to be a pop out. Like that, we had 4 people come in, but it's going to be Guerrero who ends up gloving it. Hunter Greene goes 7 innings. His energy's low, and so I think just because he doesn't have a no-hitter going, that will be the end of the day for him. But 7 excellent innings from Hunter Greene in this game. Crushed by Guerrero. What a swing. Gonna stay in the park, though. He's going for 2 here. He might be out. Nope, he's gonna be just in time. If they'd thrown that straight to second with an accurate throw, he might have been out, but because they threw it to the cutoff man, he will be safe at second. You gotta love those perfect hits. Just sounds so good, dude. I know I say it all the time, but goodness. Right up the middle, Franmil Reyes is going to get himself a hit, and also an RBI here as Guerrero slides in safely at home plate. A 5th Vegas run, and things are looking like another Athletics victory. Going to stop the 4-game slide unless we really choke this one away. Cutter is lifted by Boyce. That one is deep. Back and gone past the wall, almost robbed, but Boyce McDermott with a 2-run homer is going to really start to put this one away. He tried to keep pace with Guerrero. He had himself a little bit of a stretch where he was injured. I think if he wasn't, he would maybe be leading us in home runs this season, but he's been excellent here in his 2nd year at the majors, and this team has been excellent here today. Just couldn't get the glove on it there. And that's going to spell the end of the day for Wentz. Now Andrew Chafin coming in for the Yankees. 1.3 ERA. Yeah, he's been pretty good this year. Oh my gosh. That was the worst swing of the night. Popping up the slider here on the first pitch is Angeles, so we will have a quiet little end to the 8th there, going down 3 straight after a really nice start to the inning. Gonna bring in Zach Littell here. I don't know. Okay, that's what the announcer says. It's Littell, so I've been calling him Little. Turns out it's Littell, so that's what we're going to call him here for the rest of this series, however long it may be. Oswaldo Peraza here, falling behind 1-2. The slider will get him swinging. A very clean 8th from Littell. Ian Happ, one of just 2 guys not to have a hit today, so definitely going to be going for it here, but he's not going to pick it up. Nice range over at center field. We go down quietly in the 9th, not a big deal. Been a while since we've seen ourselves some Domingo Acevedo, it feels like. Maybe not. It's been a while since, honestly, we've been playing this game, so we're going to bring him in now. Try to close this game out against the Yankees. That one is hit a ton by Volpe, so a leadoff single for New York. Aaron Judge crushes this ball, and the hopes of a shutout are now off the table. 2 runs for the Yankees here, trying to make things interesting in the 9th. Now just a 5-run deficit here with no outs still here in the 9th. He hit this one. There was no doubt coming off the bat that that one was a home run. I wanted that one to not be as over the middle. Giancarlo Stanton gets some contact on it, but Boyce McDermott's got it. I think I called him Bobby McDermott. I confused him with Witt all the time. I'll call him like Boyce Witt and Bobby McDermott. It's a problem. That's a beautiful circle change from Domingo Acevedo there. Now 2 outs in the 9th. Was maybe looking slightly sketchy there for a second, but Acevedo's got himself back on track here. And as I say that, he's going to give up. Just kidding! That one is corralled by Ian Happ. I thought for sure that one was touching down, if not leaving the yard entirely. So Hunter Greene and the Las Vegas Athletics will pick up a win. First we saw from Hunter Greene with our team. First we saw from Daryl Kohler at the MLB level. He had himself a hit or 2 as well in this game. 12th win for Greene on the year, and we get out of that little mini 4-game slump all against the Toronto Blue Jays, who of course is where Vladimir Guerrero comes from, so the fact that we got swept by them is not exactly great. 3 for 4 on the day for Guerrero, though. Player of the game will be Hunter Greene. I'm not mad at that. He pitched excellently today. I might have given it to Guerrero, though, going for 3 for 4 with a home run. But I know I said at the end of last episode, which was now recorded quite some time ago, that we would slow things down a bit. But like I said, with this week off, I've kind of realized that with Madden coming up, it's time for us to start maybe wrapping this series up. So we're going to simulate through the month of August here and see where we end up going into September. Let's just see. So far, we'd end up sweeping the Yankees, then get swept. So it's all sweeps and getting swept right now until we got to the Phillies, where we'd lose 1-2. Starting to lose a little bit more than I'd like here. Lose another series. We'll keep him active. We can't win series right now. What is going on? There we go. Finally, we win a series. First series we'd won since the Yankees. We'll put him on the 15-day. Lose another series to the Rays, but then we sweep the Blue Jays. So not our best month, honestly. We lost, let's see, Toronto was half this month, half the last month, but we'll just say for the sake of this month because it helps my argument. We lost one series, won one, lost one, lost one, lost one. It's our 5th lost series. 6 series we lost. We only won, what was it, 3? So not a great month at all. But we will get through here one more day, get to September. We'll do the call-ups next episode, but I just want to see where we're at. Looks like Guerrero's on a bit of a cold streak. Already has 30 home runs here. Let's actually look at it through the eyes of this right here. Just kind of see where people are hitting now as we get into the month of September. Leading us in hits is Guerrero, with Bobby Witt also having passed 150 already. Home runs wise, Guerrero has hit 30. Boys McDermott will get there, and guys like Witt and Reyes have a chance as well. RBIs wise, Bobby Witt has a good chance to get up to 100, despite the fact that he's hitting leadoff. That's not typically where you see the guy leading you in RBIs. Stolen bases, he's far and away our best. Angeles hitting 321 with 16 home runs. Dude, I should have brought him up earlier in the year. Look at these ratings, man. He is absolutely killing it. Really fun player. Arias has been injured for a while, but he's had a great year. It's going to be interesting when he comes back. I want to see how Daryl Kohler is hitting. I mean, want to keep him playing as well. He's played well in the month or so. We've only seen 31 at-bats from Eduardo Silva, but he's done decently in those. We've got ourselves, let's see, whoa. Forget, the buttons between all these games are different, so I press the wrong buttons all the time. We've got 5 guys slugging over 500 so far. Geloff has won. He honestly didn't deserve to be benched by Kohler, but just because I like Kohler more, that's why we started him instead. But we've got strikeouts from the races leading us there. I'm not surprised. Doubles wise, Bobby Witt is leading us. Ian Happ just behind him. Triples, 8 each from Boyce and Bobby. And let's go ahead and just look at WAR-wise. Guerrero leads us at 4.2. We've got basically our whole lineup. Yeah, Franmil Reyes is the only negative WAR guy we have on the team. And he just supplies us with power, so I'm not too mad at it. Let's go ahead and take a look now at pitching. Wins, we got Hunter Greene at 15 leading us. Wins isn't the best measure for success, though. It looks like Rogers is on a bit of a cold streak, getting his ERA up near 4, but still it's underneath it. Walks, Hunter Greene has walked the most players. Trevor Rogers is behind him. Strikeouts 199 for Hunter Greene. Wow. He is killing it. Flaherty on a hot streak, but his ERA has climbed over 4 at this point. Whip-wise, Yeoman not having the best. Zach Jackson, that's kind of surprising that he's second highest whip. Flaherty being there is not surprising. He's kind of regrets just a little bit this year compared to what we've seen in the past. But quality starts wise, 16 apiece for Greene, Rogers, and Flaherty. So it looks like Flaherty's just kind of hot and cold this year. He's either having quality starts or bad games, it kind of looks like. Got 3 complete game shutouts, 1 from Schnell, Rogers, and Flaherty each. WAR-wise, Hunter Greene leading us in that category. But of the guys that we've had all season long, Rogers looks like he's having a pretty good year, even though he's on a cold streak right now. Of course, at the beginning of this episode, he was in 3rd place for Cy Young. But 88 and 51 going into September. I think we've got a good chance to win 100 games in the regular season. We've definitely built ourselves a really, really nice squad. The fact that we might have to be benching a guy like Daryl Kohler once Urias comes back, that's the kind of level that of the squad we built. And Zach Geloff isn't playing all that much when he's hitting 300 this year. So awesome squad. I think we have a good shot for the World Series, but still have a long way to go between now and then. But that's all I've got for this episode. We'll be back soon with another, and I will see you then.